Okay, good morning folks, thanks for joining us. Please subscribe. Gotta say, it annoys me too. Anyway, we've got a handover operational video today for a Burstner, this rig here, which is an A576 as it says on the reg. How amusing. So let's jump straight into it. Fresh water goes in there, hopefully that's fairly obvious. Your toilet cassette is in here. Not easy to open with one hand. Little lever at the bottom, give it a pull, slide the cassette out, take it somewhere suitable, unscrew that, and remember when you're tipping you can press that little yellow button at the back to let air in, let the liquid out. You must clip that in properly, otherwise you'll get stuff running down the outside of your tank. These are additional security locks, you can lock them and unlock them there. Bike rack, hopefully you can operate a bike rack. Probably shouldn't be buying a motorhome if you can't. Electric hookup, it slides on there. Make sure the little blue flap from your electric cable slides in there. When you're releasing it, press that button to release. This is just a service hatch for the heater, don't really need to go in there. Gas locker. Now we've got this little pipe here which is an extension pipe for the waste water outlet that's there. So if you did need to extend it just a short distance to a drain, you can do so with that pipe. As always, we supply these properly checked with a regulator and a standard propane gas bottle connection. Big tank, big locker though. That's about it for the outside. Let's jump inside. We'll start with the control panel. That tells you how much is in the leisure battery, and that tells you how much is in the engine battery. This is your freshwater tank, and that's your waste tank. Waste tank's empty, there's a little bit. This particular model didn't have that option on it, that was an extra. You got your 12 volts on and off there, and your water pump on and off there too. It really is that simple, folks. Your freshwater tank is underneath that seat, should you need to go in there. There is actually a screw top on the top of your tank, so you could fill it internally if you really wanted to, carting tanks of water through your van. Hob, fairly obvious, there isn't an igniter, it's just gas. Need a little igniter for that. The fridge. Now this is actually quite a good fridge, this one. You've got the auto mode, it will select a fuel supply and there you go, it's trying to light on gas because it's recognised there's no 12 volt supply and there's no 230. So you can manually select gas or mains, immediately fail because there's no mains, and the 12 volts also failed because the engine isn't running. 12 volts will only operate with the engine running. These fridge catches, there you go, look, that's now properly shut and can be locked, and there's a vent mode just there. Now be careful with these, folks, they break very easily. They are just a little metal catch, and if they're in that position you push it shut. I think we can all see what's going to happen there. So there you go. We've also got the heating just here. So that is hot water on electric, hot water slightly hotter on electric. That's your heating. You set your temperature there, blown air. That's your heating and hot water. Still setting your temperature for the blown air on there. Really is that simple. Back over here underneath your seat belted seats, you'll find, whoops, the leisure battery, which somebody's put a little adapter onto that so that you can clip it on and charge phones, etc. directly. But also down there you've got your a dump for the hot water from the boiler. That little clip on the floor is to hold this up, because these are notorious. That's going to stop the water coming out of the boiler. When it gets really cold, they pop down and they let all the water out. Problem is they pop down when you go over a bump or at 12 o'clock or just whenever they feel like it, basically. So most people stick one of these on just to hold it up and turn it back into a manual one so it can't drop without you taking it off. So there you go. So that's it, guys. Enjoy your van. Oh, this particular one, last thing, it's got solar fitted up there. You don't actually need to do anything, it just tells you what it's doing and how much charge it's producing, etc. But nothing required from the individual. So good luck.